This season in college basketball, the consensus #1 overall player has seemingly already been decided, and it seems like there are no true challengers as Cade Cunningham sits atop all NBA mock drafts. And he is the consensus #1 overall pick in next year's draft. The 6'8", 220-pound freshman often plays point guard for Oklahoma State, yet given his size, he can play all over the court. Through the early part of the college basketball season, his statistical player comparisons are Jason Tatum, Romeo Langford, Andrew Wiggins, and Kawhi Leonard. Out of that list, it included a former #1 overall pick in Wiggins and a former #3 overall pick in Tatum, and not to mention Kawhi Leonard. Not bad, right? So how good could Cade Cunningham truly be once his career is all said and done? What's up guys, and welcome back to Hoop City. Today we are talking about the best player in college basketball, Cade Cunningham. He has been putting college basketball on notice, as no one else has made a larger impact than him. In his freshman season, he is putting up 18 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, 3.7 assists, while shooting 46% from the field and 39% from three, while also adding in 82% from the line. Those numbers are insanely impressive for anyone, not to mention a freshman. But you truly see the impact Cunningham has made on the court when you look at his advanced stats. He has an offensive rating of 105.5 with a usage rate of 27.1%, a true shooting percentage of 57%, an assist rate of 26.1%, a block rate of 3.3%, and a free throw rate of 37.3%. The most efficient shots in basketball are shots at the rim because of proximity, three-pointers because of their value, and free throws because no one is guarding the shooter, and they are practiced often. And those are the shots where Cunningham is at his best on offense. The freshman is shooting 66% at the rim, meaning on layups, dunks, and tip-ins. He makes 38.8% of his threes and shoots 81.7% at the free throw line. He's largely built for modern basketball, which emphasizes the very close range shots and ones from long range. If there's an area where Cunningham needs to improve as a shooter, it's on his two-point jumpers, an area in which he's making just 29.4% of. Slightly less than a third of his attempts are two-point shots that aren't at the rim. So that's what's holding back his offensive rating, which is only slightly above average at 105.5. But for a freshman, it's generally off the charts. But the majority of the shots that the 6'8" guard attempts are ones that there's a likely high payoff, either at the rim or from beyond the arc. As mentioned at the top, Cunningham often initiates Oklahoma State's offense, which is a rarity in college basketball for someone who's 6'8". It's understandable if a casual observer sees his listed height on a box score or roster and assumes that he's at the very least a forward, but if not a small ball center. There are only two players in Oklahoma State's rotation who are taller than Cunningham, and only one of them averages more than 4 points per game. So it's not unusual for the ball to be in the hands of the Cowboys' tallest player on the court. It certainly helps his nearly 39% three-point percentage when he's 6'8", and when the defender who's guarding him is often not as tall. Defensively, Cunningham can use his size to be a rim protector, which is certainly uncommon for someone who spends a healthy share of his possessions at point guard. His block rate, which measures the percent of opponents' two-point attempts that are blocked, is 3.3%. which is the third best on the team. This means that if an opposing team attempts 33 two-point attempts in a game, Cunningham will block one of those shots, on average. He's also able to use his height to his advantage to find passing lanes that few other players are capable of seeing. In just his sixth college game, Cunningham hit a game-winning three-pointer on the road against Wichita State, which propelled Oklahoma State to a 67-64 win. While he had a relatively quiet game, by his standards, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists compared to 4 turnovers, he was responsible for the game's deciding basket. If there was any question about the 6'8" guard's three-point shooting confidence or prowess, he now had a highlight reel moment from deep that would be burned in the minds of opposing defenders. At 6'8", Cunningham is Oklahoma State's second-best defensive rebounder. He grabs 15.7% of the available defensive rebounds, or roughly 1 in 7 shots that opponents miss when he's on the floor. Given his role as the Cowboys' primary initiator to their offense, he can then turn and run, starting the team's transition offense. Oklahoma State's average possession lasts 15.8 seconds, which ranks 41st nationally, so the Cowboys aren't shy about pushing the pace when they can. Overall, Cade Cunningham has the abilities and intangibles to be great in the NBA. My best comparison for him is Ben Simmons, but he actually decided to spend time developing his jumper, which in today's league is very important, and has severely diminished Simmons' ability on the court. Once viewed as a player with unlimited potential, whose stats have steadily dropped from his rookie season. However, for Cade Cunningham, with an already polished offensive game, the sky's the limit. And whoever ends up with the first pick in the draft will have a generational talent to build around for years. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a like and comment. Deuces.
Bye.